listen to Milk TV is the one who brought it to my attention.
Shout out to Milk TV.
He's bringing up the story about Wack100 being on Clubhouse and accusing Big U of being an informant for the LAPD. And Wack says that he has paperwork.
Oh no.
Yeah, so this is Wack exposing Big U.
Have to have a paperwork party.
I mean, listen, Wack, we need that paperwork. When y'all go to Wack videos, I know that y'all always telling him to worry about the fade with Jay Diggs. Continue to do that. But also, we need the paperwork that proves that Big U works with the LAPD. I mean, he went deep, Bob. He even went as far as to describe that Big U has not a bat phone. You know how Batman had the bat phone and it's connected to, like, I guess, Commissioner Gordon or whatever? He's saying Big U had a rat phone. A phone that was just for him to talk about gang activity. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know somebody could disrespect a guy like Big U like this and get away with it. This guy Wack is just...
They used to be friends though. So if Big U is the police, I think Wack may got something to do with the police.
Well, that's how this conversation got started. Somebody was in the chat room saying that, you know, Wack, you're an informant, you know what I'm saying? And if you're saying this guy's an informant and you used to be cool with him, that mean that you work with the police too. I think he was talking about Reggie Wright. And Wack was like, no, I'm not an informant. I'm gonna tell you who is an informant. So let me hear. I'm gonna start it
right.
about 10
you want
minutes.
To get it off him. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, the milk video.
You want to cozy up and make a safe space for the police in your environment.
Said that you said I got contracts. You said I got contracts, bro. You said I got contracts with the police. You need to present that content.
I never said no contracts, bro. You said that Big U had contracts, and I said Big U was your brother too at one point in time. So that was your people's, and you stayed as
Hey, listen, and let me
connected like that.
Oh, let me explain something to you as I stipulate and stand on it. Developing options to be was a Pop Water football team, graffiti removal, and school supplies and backpack giveaways. Period. The minute I found out he was having me with the 77 Street Police motherfucker station on some other shit and reporting gang activity and would issue a police cell phone, it was over with Wack and Big U immediately. Terminated.
Straight up, no.
I gotta wait. I just want to give context, Bobby, for anybody who didn't hear that. What Wack100 is saying that Big U has this organization called Developing Options. He thought they was giving away backpacks and shit. Soon as he found out that Big U was talking about gang activity, he cut ties with his ass.
But you fuck with 6ix9ine. That's what I'm saying. Make it make sense to me. You cut ties with him when you hear about police activity, but then when you hear about 6ix9ine, you want to manage him.
Wow, that's a good point. We know you don't just be cutting people off because they ratty. You will make an excuse for it. You'll say some shit like, "Well, this business, nephew, business don't mix with the streets," you know.
Right.
But I will say this: when it comes to that paperwork, sometimes Wack be on point. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
he do.
But you got to produce that, homie. And if you accuse everybody of snitching, you're gonna be right a lot of time, you know.
But my thing is, why, if this is about the kids, if this is about positive business, if he the police or not, you've on record working with people who snitched. So it's like, bro, we don't want to hear this from you. It's like you the wrong person to be voicing this opinion.
Yo, honestly, niggas is getting tired of 50-year-old niggas being on the internet arguing about street rules any goddamn way, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. At some point, niggas is looking to niggas like you trying to lead them out of the streets. We look to you like, damn, by now you should be trying to elevate this shit. So I don't know. Like for different reasons, I don't think we need to really be hearing that from Wack. Another thing I wanted to bring up. Didn't Nipsey allegedly, or wasn't it rumored that Nipsey had got, killed over something like this? Now, there are some people who contest this story. Like Cowboy says that it wasn't a snitch conversation, but for a long time, and people still allege this, Nipsey got into it with Shitty Cuz, Eric Holder, because he accused him of being a snitch or said that it was word around town that he had been snitching. And Eric Holder defended his honor. He came back in retaliation for that. It seems like Wack is, playing with some dangerous type of material here, making these kind of allegations up against Big U. I mean, what do you make of that, Bob?
What I make of it is, like, I always been suspect of Wack. He always got paperwork and recordings, and it's like, you be on here, Pyro, you be in the club with 100 Bloods. It's just, it gotta make sense to me, and making sense to me make it seem like you got some kind of connection, bro. For it to make sense to me, it's like, I feel like if Big U got this, if this is true about Big U, you definitely got some kind of connection with them people, bro. It's just hard for me to believe that you just out here.
Seeing no paperwork on Wack.
I ain't gonna say that. But yeah, it just, to me, man, it just seemed like you willing to work with a rat. It's like you don't have no problem with people who rat it. It's like I don't see it. I don't see you trying to cut out the gang shit. Like, yo, like I see you. Man, with the shit.
Wack is such a negative influence. He probably get more niggas locked up than somebody who is working with the people. Like, he is just so influential. He from the gutter of the YouTube streets, and he always find a way to get into some beef and keeps a beef going with somebody to keep us clicking on the shit. And it's crazy because we fall into it. We got no choice but to pay attention to it. So I don't know if this is another stunt by Wack, but I want everybody in Wack comments and encouraging him to produce that paperwork, because if not, I mean, I'm building the case on Wack. He faked the fight with Sharp.
Allegedly.
He ducked the fight with J Diggs, allegedly. Now, if you saying this about Big U, and he said he got the paperwork, that's what he said. If you don't produce that, it's going to just go to the case of, it's just going to hurt his credibility even more. Because at this point, it's like, I don't know what to believe. His credibility,
right? Listen, Wack just had somebody on his podcast show. I think the guy name was Boxer, somebody from New York.
Boxing Bar. And he recorded him without his permission. The man asked on the audio, was like, yo, are we live? You recording this? He like, no, you know what I mean? The dude asked for some money. Like, bro, you need to straighten me. He like, look. In Wack's defense, he probably recorded the call, and what Barr asked, are we live? And they maybe wasn't live on the radio.
Said, it wasn't live. You should have said, but I am recording. You get what I'm saying? I'm recording you. That's just the diplomatic thing to do, as the courtesy, bro. You don't, if somebody asks you what's going on here, be straight up with them. Tell them what's going on.
And I mean, Boxing Bar should have known better, because goddamn, Wack is a nigga who be recording a lot of conversation. He always end up with a sex tape, allegedly. He always said that he's in possession of this. He just a recording ass nigga. Another thing I want to get to before we get off this segment of the story, they even brought up Tupac, right? I thought this shit was funny as hell. You gotta hear it.
They police backgrounds. Do you have a problem with their backgrounds?
I don't give a fuck about who talk to.
He's asking, did Pac have a problem with the ex-police officers that worked at Death Row? Guys like Reggie Wright, and I guess his father or whatever. If anybody follows that story, you know who I'm talking about. Here we go.
Tupac ain't got no voice with us, bro. He's a rapper. Nigga ain't no street nigga. He's a rapper.
He was a black nationalist, brother. He was a black
whatever
nationalist.
You want. He wasn't no black shit. The nigga bitches got drunk, then all talked about killing kids. That ain't no black nationalist. The black nationalists I know don't entertain or indulge in that type of shit. Facts.
So you ain't a redeemed man. So you yourself haven't been redeemed.
Did I claim to be redeemed, nigga? I claim to be Wack. Whatever part of me you fuck with, you fuck with. Whatever you don't, you don't. I can give a fuck about it.
You came from the struggle though, right?
Nigga, you don't hear me run around this motherfucker talking about black power, nigga. I knock a nigga down like anything else, bro. Anything that's a threat in my motherfucking way, niggas gonna get out the way. I don't give a fuck about.
Hey, that nigga. Hey, Wack say I'll knock down a nigga like anything else. Anything
I don't want to hear that
threat.
till you shoot that fade with Diggs, bro. Or when anytime you get pressure and somebody say, "Look, run it," I don't want to hear it. 3 fingers.
Until you run that fade with J Diggs, everything you do gonna fail. Until you run that fade with, I'm just joking, but yeah, man, it's one of those things. I don't know what to call it, but it's just Wack doing the Wack thing. Since we talking about Wack, I'm gonna move on to the next Wack story, because the beef between Offset and Jay Prince has reignited. Simultaneously, the beef between Offset and QCP has reignited. And also, Wack100 is, the top troll. Him and 6ix9ine, they the 2 top trolls maybe of all time. Wack has found a way to insert himself into that beef as well. Now I'm gonna bring you to goddamn. Hold on, let me bring you to goddamn Exhibit A, bro. I'm gonna share the screen. Shrewd News and Reviews have reported on this earlier. Shared the story. You see this picture here?
Yeah.
Offset seemingly responds to the recent picture of Jay Prince and QCP, which we see on the right-hand side here. Scroll up. I hate you niggas with all my heart.
That's some lame ass shit to say.
You ever hated a nigga with all your heart?
No, never.
I can't remember the last time I hated a nigga with all my heart, like my complete heart.
Yeah,
that's deep. Those are strong words.
Deep, dog.
And it's a nice picture with Jay Prince and QCP. I mean, it seemed like he could have just let that slide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but he got problems. He might feel like Jay Prince is in some way responsible for Takeoff's untimely demise. He's also not seeing eye to eye from the standpoint of business when it comes to QCP. So that nigga's the ops as well. We know that. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Gotta get to the story of how Wack gets into this. Let me share this tab and still. Then we got Hip Hop DX. They say Wack100 reignites Jay Prince feud with clout chasing accusation. See, Wack100 say that Jay Prince is clout chasing with the picture to begin with, because he's saying Jay Prince acting like this a recent picture when the shit is old. Look, I'm gonna scroll down to the caption.
That's crazy. He all in the comments on this though.
Look. He say swipe left, clout chasing at its finest. Negro, don't post this like it's good. This pic was took 2021 when it was good, not 4 hours ago, like 18 months ago. See, that's interesting though. You know what I'm trying to say? And then he cropped the nigga out the picture. Let's go back to the other picture. Oh no, he ain't cropping nigga out. That's my bad. He ain't cropping nigga out. But he posted this shit, you know what I'm saying, like it was recent, when the picture really been posted since October 24th, 2021. And Wack is making a good point. We never seen anybody from that camp kind of give Jay Prince the pass to say that he didn't have nothing to do with Takeoff's untimely demise, or it didn't happen on your watch. We never heard that, but Jay Prince always tries to paint a picture like he talked with that side and everything's cool. And I don't really believe that. What do you make of that, Bob?
Man, I think Wack just trying to, I think Jay Prince is trying to sell. I mean, of course, we all trying to sell an image out here. So it's like, of course, I think that was Jay Prince got caught. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Okay. Let's listen. I don't think that Wack is the most credible person either. You know that. I'll always call out Wack for the things that the theatrics that he's pulled over time. But this is a good point. This is the type of shit, and I don't even think he's the one who probably caught this. He got a legion of trolls that bring him information. He's on the internet patrolling 24/7, 365. But this was a good catch. Jay Prince right now is doing some good marketing. He's trying to do good PR. It's the reason why he did that $1 million worth of game interview. He's not trying to fight this thing in the courts all the way. He's trying to win the court of public opinion. He don't want people looking at him like he's somewhat responsible for what happened to Takeoff, but the jury's still out on that. And
there's nothing wrong with that. We got to understand that if people doing that, is nothing wrong with that. It's marketing at the same way. We don't go to people's job and say, hey man, I don't like the way you marketing on your job to do. We don't do that. We let people do their job and market however they market. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just be up here trying to like knock people off, just like with Troy. Yeah, we be trying to sell their image, and we be trying to go at them.
I'm glad. Before we get too far off track, because I do want to stay on Wack100 and Jay Prince. The reason why I feel like it's a good thing to call things out like this, we talk about current stories all the time, but for me, it's always about mostly media literacy and epistemology, logic and reason. This was a good catch. People trying to present pictures like they're recent and stuff like that, that'll throw you off a lot of time. We need to know that.
Why would it throw you off? No,
because look, if we see that picture, I'm gonna explain. You asked me a question. Am I allowed to respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. The man wants people to think that he's still cool with that camp. That does great things for his image. It takes away that stigma that a lot of people have.
How do we know he's not cool with him?
We don't know, but we don't. Right. Why? Listen, this would make us suspect that he is. I suspect that he's not, but he wants us to think that he is. I think he does. That's part of the PR.
I don't think that dude got nothing against Jay Prince. You know what I mean? He didn't do it.
You don't think nobody at the QC? This is good. We touched on something very important. I'm glad you said that. You don't think nobody at QC has a problem with Jay Prince after how that Takeoff situation went?
He didn't do it. It wasn't. It's people. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna tangle that in. I mean, they could say, "Oh man," because Takeoff got shot, man. We don't fuck with Jay Prince no more. I mean, I'm sure it's probably some people that feel like that, but it's a stretch to just say everybody at that man label, if they were cool before, that they'll just be like, you know what? Nah, we ain't even rocking with you, Jay Prince, no more because of, some of them young niggas that be around you. That's debatable, but I don't think so. I think they getting money. If they can go get a couple M's together, they still gonna get their money.
Yeah, water under the bridge. We still cool. We could move past that whole Takeoff situation. Ain't no big deal. I don't feel like that at all. But I hope people tap in on the comments, say what they think. I think there's still some tension there.
I think it's still bad blood there.
Yeah, I think from the standpoint of Quavo, from the standpoint of people at QC, definitely Offset. There's no love lost between them. So, yeah, man.
I get that. I get that. I get you. But there are people that get knocked off. Yeah, but there are people that die in the streets. But we know this. This is what I'm saying. This kind of ignorant shit happens. So it's like,
I'm not gonna try to change your mind. I'm just saying I disagree with you. You thinking it's water under the bridge? They don't got. I think this was a clever play by Jay Prince, and it got foiled by Wack100, the villain of hip hop. That's what I think happened. Man, y'all tap in and let us know what y'all think. And then look, until the next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Rest in peace to the boy Jerry Springer, man. Rest in peace to the boy Jerry Springer.
That was way you reached with that one, man. You throw me off.
That was a reach.
Me off with that one. You just throw me off.
Listen, man. Look, I might start closing out like that. Take care of yourself and each other, and we got to shout out the boy Jerry Springer, man.
Yeah,
we got to shout the boy out.
But did you fuck with Jerry Springer like that? Did you fuck with him like that?
Oh yeah, I was raised on Jerry Springer. All those times I used to not go to school and I was at home. That's something I used to watch. And he used to have the little final thought at the end. He did what he needed to do to get his money, but he tried to bring some reason at the end, and I like that. The guy show was on for nearly 3 decades. It reached its height around the 90s. for a short while. He was the mayor of Cincinnati, and he had a good run. He's out of here at age 79. So yeah, salute to Jerry Springer, man. Like, watch your mouth about Jerry Springer. Matter of fact, I think you need to put a little respect on his name. While we had it.
I watched him. He definitely had some toxic shows on there, but hey, I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into the man that and that right now. R.I.P. to him, though, you know. But, yeah, we're gonna catch y'all in the next one, man.
Peace.